Here at Yafa, we take pride in bringing you fine Palestinian produce of the highest quality, all sourced from pure Palestinian farms. Yafa proudly sponsors For the Love of Food, only on Islam Channel. Visit yafa.co.uk for our full range.
Award-winning chef and author of Perfectly Easy Indian Food, Shahnaz Ayub, brings you a cooking show dedicated to global cuisine because it's all for the love of food.
I'm Shahnaz Ayub, and for me, it's all about easy cooking. Comfort recipes that you can cook at home, when you have time and when you haven't. Mouth-watering meals shouldn't take that long to make. Assalamu alaikum and welcome to For the Love of Food. I'm Shahnaz Ayub, and if you, like me, love Indian street food, then you are in for a real treat today. It's amazing what you can achieve with a hot karai and some key essential ingredients. And also I'll be showing you tandoori chicken, my quick and easy way. So it's all about good fast food on the go. And as always, I'm joined by my guests. And my first guest is a lady who has taken politics by storm in this country. She is the youngest female Muslim councillor to ever be elected, and she hasn't looked back since. Please welcome Rabia Bhatti. Hey, Rabia, assalamu alaikum.
How are you?
Lovely to see you, as always.
Thank you for having me.
Take a seat.
Thank you.
So, Rabia, how are you today?
Good, hungry.
Hungry, good. That's always a good
Starving.
thing when you're in my kitchen. And are you ready to take part as well as eat?
No, but I have a feeling you're gonna make me. So
I will
bring
make
it
you
on.
do things. I will take you out of your comfort zone. And my other guest is a regular broadcaster on Islam Channel who needs no further introduction. It is Raheem Jung. Assalamu alaikum, Raheem. Come in, please.
How are you?
I'm fine. How are you?
I'm
Have a
very
seat.
well. Hungry. Looking forward to.
You're both very hungry. I just hope I don't disappoint you both.
I reckon we should rate Shahnaz. Rather than her rating our cooking, what do you think?
Listen, you don't want to rate my cooking.
So what are we making today? Today it's all about street food. We're going to be making chicken pakoras, fish pakoras, and it's all about speed as well. I'm going to show you how to make my tandoori chicken, which is the fastest version in the world. It's all about food on the go for us busy people. We're busy people, right?
We are. I think that's really, really important because one of the things that puts me off cooking is everything takes too long to cook.
One of the things that puts me off cooking is I have no idea how to cook.
I can help you both.
There we go.
I'm going to ask you to swap sides because I reckon between the two of you, we need to bash this chicken, okay?
So you're going to give me a bashing job.
I think actually you look like you would be good
More
for
of a
that job.
basher.
So just keep bashing it away till those pieces become thin. Now the reason why we want them thin is because we want to make them cook quickly, okay?
That makes sense.
Rabia, in the meantime, I want you to take that spoon over there and put 2 teaspoons of yogurt in there.
Two heaped or two?
2 heaped teaspoons of yogurt in there. That's right. I would use half a teaspoon of everything now. So half a teaspoon of paprika. Yes, that's right. Half a teaspoon of the chili flakes.
You didn't know which paprika was, did you? Do you not cook?
Not at
Really?
all. Not at all.
Listen, you can't be looking this gorgeous and be a politician at the same time. What did we call that?
Thank
An
you.
oxymoron.
An oxymoron. It's because I can't cook.
Raheem, what's an oxymoron?
An oxymoron. She is an oxymoron.
Okay, so what are you putting in there? Half a teaspoon of chicken seasoning, half a teaspoon of ginger powder, half a teaspoon of garlic powder. This is the easiest thing. Half a teaspoon of cumin. Bit faster. And half a teaspoon of crushed black pepper. That's it. Mix it all up
Put
now.
this one in.
Okay, you haven't put that one in yet. Okay, we're gonna just mix it all up now. That's it.
Shall I put this other one in
If you
there
can
now?
put that other
Is
one
that
in
flat
as well,
enough?
that's flat enough.
can
That's
see it.
absolutely fine.
Yeah, okay.
You can go
I'm
and
gonna
wash your
my
hands. We can do away with this. Are you okay with touching raw meat or not very happy with it?
Fine, let's get stuck in.
You washed your hands for a reason. Let's start mixing that up. Right, now the basics of tandoori chicken are actually very, very easy. It's just roasted chicken with yogurt. What spices you add are completely up to you. You can be as versatile as you want with tandoori chicken. The aim is speed. That's what we're aiming for here, and that's exactly what we're going to achieve. We've got the hot oven on. As soon as that's done, we're going to put it on this tray.
Is this done now?
Nicely massaged. Okay, let's stick it on that tray.
So that's just going to go straight into the oven now, like that?
That is now going to go straight into the oven. That's right. Lay it out flat. Okay, Rabia, you're a conservative counsellor, but I'm going to get you to do some hard labour.
Averse to it. No wonder.
About time. Right, we're going to be making our pakoras now. Over here, we're going to be making chicken and fish pakoras. They are my favourite kind. Although, let me just tell you out there, vegetarians, if you need to make any other kind, it's fine. You can use, in substitute for these pieces of meat, of chicken and fish, vegetables instead, so that's absolutely fine. But here we have bite-sized pieces of chicken that I have already cooked previously in a broth of ginger, garlic, chili and turmeric and salt, and that's all, and we've just come up with this, okay? And then I've got plain cod fish pieces here, as you can see. They've got the skin on so that the pakora doesn't break on frying, because cod has a tendency to fall apart. So I've done it with the skin on. The reason why I haven't marinated these and cooked them in anything is because fish cooks very, very quickly, and I quite like fish, plain fish in batter. It just because the batter itself is going to have spices in, so it'll take on the flavors from the batter.
And fish lends itself to a more delicate flavour, doesn't it, rather than being marinated?
That's absolutely
Check
right.
it
You don't want to,
out.
well, you know.
Check
Do you want to stand here and
it
sort of play? Well, okay. But the chicken, on the other hand, is going to be coated in this lovely crispy batter, which is going to be spicy. It's going to infuse with the existing flavours of the chicken, and it's just going to make it more flavoursome, and that's exactly what we want to do. So, Rabia, I'm going to get you to make the batter. Are you okay with that?
Good with the batter.
Right, okay. So, we have our bowl. Kareem, you are
Raheem even. That's all right. That's
you
okay.
are going to measure out
Okay.
1 cup
Yeah. One of those
of
big
gram
cups
flour
of gram.
from that.
Okay.
Now, gram flour, what is gram flour?
I was just about to ask that. What's the difference between that and regular flour?
Right, gram flour is actually floured chickpeas that are ground into a flour. This is an amazing ingredient,
And
actually.
you want exactly 1 cupful.
Well, it doesn't have to be exact,
Right,
thereabouts, because we're going to mix the water with it and make it into a batter. That should be enough,
That's enough?
That's great, well done. Okay, that goes in here, and then we're going to gradually,
Just for good measure.
There we
we're
go.
going to gradually add lukewarm water, okay, Rabia, sorry, and make this into a batter. Now, the batter has to resemble custard, so do you want to go ahead and do that for me, please? No pressure.
That's all.
And doesn't it, when you mix, because I've made pancakes in the past, one of the few things I have made, when you mix anything with flour, doesn't it just go all lumpy?
It does. I mean, it just depends. That's why I have emphasised the use of lukewarm water,
Right.
because then it breaks up a lot more easily. But this is the sort of flour that doesn't lump very easily. It's actually very good. It's very versatile. Pakoras themselves, I mean, they lend themselves to sheer versatility, because you can dip just about anything in there and fry it, and it tastes great. And this is your base, your batter, and then after this we're going to start adding the spices. So let's give that a good stir.
Here at Yafa, we take pride in bringing you fine Palestinian produce of the highest quality, all sourced from pure Palestinian farms. Yafa proudly sponsors For the Love of Food, only on Islam Channel. Visit yafa.co.uk for our full range.
Right, now to that we're going to start adding our spices.
Spices,
So
okay.
we're going to add chili flakes. You look like
Okay.
you're ready to go
I'm
with
ready
that
to go.
one.
So just a teaspoon, a spoon, how much?
I would put half a teaspoon of chili flakes in.
Okay.
That's great. Half a teaspoon of the ginger powder.
Okay. Teaspoon as well.
cooking. This is your crushed black pepper, which I'm just going to be putting a tiny bit in as well. Now what I'm putting in here are coriander seeds. The coriander seeds are from the flower of the coriander plant, and they have a lovely rounded flavour about them, and the way to crush them is just literally in the palm of your hands. Just do that very rustically, I have to say, and tip them in. And we're also going to be putting in whole cumin seeds as well. Now these whole cumin seeds, again, they have a very earthy flavour when they're fried, which is exactly what we're going to be doing. So we're going to crush them in the palm of our hand, as so, and throw them in as well.
And that makes a difference, doesn't it? That little bit of rubbing and crushing, because they look pretty intact when they fell in there.
It absolutely releases the flavour of the seeds inside, and just makes it so much more flavoursome as well. Now the other thing that we're going to add, if you just want to pass me this, is the baking powder. Now the reason why we put baking soda into pakoras is because it adds to the fluffiness and doesn't make them as soggy as they would normally be if we didn't. So we're just going to add a pinch of that. Just a pinch.
That tiny little bit makes a difference.
It does indeed. So you're going to stir that around, Rabia. And while you're doing that, we're going to put our oil on the heat. Now this is where your hot karai comes in and your oil. Be generous with the oil.
Is it effective? They're deep fried, aren't they?
Yes.
Yeah. And does it matter what oil you use?
I've just used regular vegetable oil. You can use sunflower oil. Rapeseed oil, for example, has a very high heat tolerance, but vegetable oil is absolutely fine, freely available. For me, the best one to use.
It's very easy to get to. I mean, most people have that in their houses anyway.
They do. Now the other thing that we're going to do is actually chop and use some coriander seeds as well. Sorry, some fresh coriander, I should say. So, Raheem, I'm going to pass this over to you.
Now I'm getting worried. I am, honestly. That device there looks like...
Doesn't look normal,
looks like
does
I could lose a finger very easily.
Okay, well, I'll show you. It's literally... It looks a lot fancier than it is, right? So we're just going to literally use this action and chop them as finely as possible. Use a little bit more, actually. Why not? Fresh coriander is a wonderful ingredient. It is. It just.
I like that sprinkled on almost any curry.
And the wonderful thing, I'll leave you to carry on with that.
Okay.
The wonderful thing about
amazing, doesn't it?
Yes, it does.
I'm going to stand up if that's okay to do this.
That's fine. You do it.
Get into your element. Really get in there.
However you feel comfortable. That's fine, Raheem. So while this oil is heating up, Rabi, I want to ask you about your political career.
Hey.
What inspired you to go into politics? Because I know it was from a very early age. I think I mentioned in the intro that you started when you were 20.
Yeah.
Or did you start earlier than that?
20 is when I stood for election, started off my political journey, and sort of previous to that, around sort of 17, 18 is when I started really getting interested in politics and education and policy and how the country was really being run, but not necessarily from a political perspective. So when I was 18, I became a school governor for a school in my area.
At 18?
At 18. Seems like such a long time.
Which key figures in your life historically have inspired you to go into politics?
I wouldn't say in my life, but a historical figure has to be Martin Luther King. I studied him when I was doing my GCSEs, he popped up again in college, and that enthusiasm, that passion, that drive for change in the face of adversity was so inspiring.
Of course.
You know, these are people that are going up against barriers and obstacles in an age where it wasn't actually possible to create change. And we're so much more fortunate where we do have a society and we have an environment that isn't as hostile to adapting and being flexible now as it was back then, and I think that really pushed.
So Rabia, ethnic minorities, if they want to become inspired and join politics, how do you encourage them to do that? Because obviously this is a sensitive time that we're looking at in terms of...
That's why it's a perfect time. I think it's a time we live in a society right now where people are interested in what's going on around the world. They want to know what's happening and they take an active role, be that through demonstrations, be that through social media, be that through the news or in their student unions, and even after that, in their workplaces, in their societies, people want to know what's happening, and on the back of that, they want to get involved.
Yeah.
Why? Because they want to make a difference. And I think we already have that atmosphere sort of bubbling, and all we really need to do is inspire these people and motivate them by saying, you can actually do it. Don't let this be an abstract idea.
Yeah.
Make it a tangible
If you want something to
outcome.
happen, go out there
Go
and
ahead and do it. And politics is no different than any other field out there.
I think that's the thing, that people think it's different.
It's just not.
It's very inspirational that somebody of your age has done that and got involved in politics. And I think what a lot of people are afraid of, because as a Muslim community, we need to be involved in local politics and in wider politics.
Absolutely.
But I think people think they can't make a difference. I think if they get involved, it won't make a difference. But what you're saying is it does make a difference.
Absolutely, and it's the fact that we need to step away from this idea that what we think doesn't count enough to be heard.
And Raheem, what about you in terms of your career?
My career was never planned. Nothing in my life was very planned, to be honest. So
Well, you planned a marriage and young children, I understand.
five children.
5 children, mashallah. You have a lot of catching up to do.
Yeah, not
I
saying
have a
that.
lot of catching up to do.
Yeah. I think I've just always been someone who has allowed the doors to remain open. So for me personally, I've always thought to myself, if I'm afraid of doing something, I should do it. So I was terrified of the thought of standing in front of the camera. Before I started doing TV presenting, I'd never stood in front of the camera in my life.
But this is just about facing your fears,
It
is
is.
it not?
And the opportunity came up, and I said, well, why not? If you're afraid of doing something, that means you should try and do it.
And you've completely embraced it.
Yeah, and I've always done that. And each time that challenge comes to me again, and there's a new thing, and I think to myself, actually, I'm a bit afraid to do that. I think, well, if you're afraid, that means you should try and do it. And always pushing
Even
myself
if it's
like
just
that.
for yourself. Even if it's just for yourself,
Absolutely.
pick it up, and I've done it, and personally grow.
Yeah.
And if you hadn't taken that chance,
You wouldn't grow. Yeah, staying inside that safety zone all the time, or your comfort zone, where you always feel secure. I don't think it's healthy. I think you need to push yourself, and you need to explore yourself and see what you're capable of.
Right, I'm going to take my tandoori chicken now out of the oven because I have a feeling it might be done.
About the chicken.
See?
Completely forgot about the chicken, and I would say it was almost exactly 20 minutes.
And you can see it's done. Doesn't that look amazing?
You see, a little bit longer, and that would have burnt. How did you know? How did you know?
Well, call it sixth sense.
I don't have that. Can we buy that?
I've been doing this long enough to know now.
Completely forgotten.
Right, so we've got our chicken out of the oven, looking as succulent as ever. We're going to just leave that to sit for a bit. Every time you take meat out of an oven, let it sit for a little while, let the juices release out of it. It becomes a lot more juicier than if you just start serving it straight away. All right, and I'm going to start putting some lovely fresh lettuce on this platter. This is a really healthy dinner. We're getting nice weather now, aren't we? I reckon that we're ready for these sort of dinners, summer dinners I call them.
And this is my type of dinner actually, low carbs. You see, I'm a low carb man. So you've got your nice bit of protein, a little bit of a salad there.
It's all about dressing it up and looking pretty. And you know, the more colours you have on a plate,
It makes a difference.
oh, it really does. You know, this is the way to get your children to eat their 5 a day. Just make it colourful and presentable, and it's amazing what you can achieve. You can have all those hidden nice things that they should be eating. Let's also put some carrot on top. This is just grated carrot.
How finely do you want these cut, Chanels?
So that's fine.
Yeah.
That's as good as it's going to get, Rabia.
That is
I'm happy
actually-
with it. I'm happy with it. Rabia, what I want you to do is simply mix this up. This is mint sauce and the leftover yogurt that we had. So we're just going to mix that up and we're going to dollop it over the salad with the chicken on as well.
I do love some mint sauce.
Oh,
Absolutely, especially when you're having pakoras or samosas or kebabs.
it's a lovely freshness about it. Guys, all we're going to do here is just slice through this chicken. Look how succulent that is looking. Oh, do you know what? My mouth is watering just doing this.
I know.
It looks amazing. Amazing. I know, this whole studio is filled with this amazing aroma.
There are lots of really nice smells in here now. I don't know what I can smell more. You've got this coriander, you've got the chicken, and the pakoras over there. But I'm a bit disappointed we haven't eaten anything yet.
Your time
She's
will
making us
come.
work for it, isn't she? Really making
No
us
such
work
thing
for
as a
it.
free lunch. Literally.
Here at Yafa, we take pride in bringing you fine Palestinian produce of the highest quality, all sourced from pure Palestinian farms. Yafa proudly sponsors For the Love of Food, only on Islam Channel. Visit yafa.co.uk for our full range.
Right, now the last thing I want you to do is please cut me into quarters, 1 lime and 1 lemon.
Okay.
And that's it. Okay, we can put that on the side. And we're just going to finish it off.
Into quarters, just.
Yes, into quarters.
Okay.
Yeah, lemon and lime really do make a difference, don't
Nice,
they?
yeah.
Lemon and lime,
Really
just
do.
garnished on top. I mean, this is all very rustically done, and that is the secret. It's not about geometrically measuring things and getting them in the right place. Just be comfortable with your cooking and even more comfortable with your eating. So guys, this is your finished product, tandoori quickest ever in the world chicken on a bed of salad, fresh salad with dollops of mint raita, we call it, mint sauce mixed with yogurt, fresh naan and salad. And how easy was that?
That really was easy.
It
I
was.
actually think I might be able to do that.
Well,
and not burn down the kitchen.
If
with my
I've
hands.
inspired a counsellor, I've achieved something in life.
And it's a very impressive looking dish. You could really take that out to a group of friends or a group of relatives who are visiting and say, here we go, tuck in, and it's a really handy snacks.
Okay, let's
And you know
go
what?
ahead.
I'm going to give you a really honest opinion. I'm used to this. I'm not going to eat it and then go, it's delicious if it's not. I'm going to say what it really tastes like.
Okay, who invited him?
That's made you worry now, isn't it?
No, not at all.
These
I
are
have
the
that
chicken
much.
ones and these are the fish ones.
Those
is
are
that
the
right?
chicken ones, those are the fish
Okay.
ones. Try that.
First.
Thank
Okay.
you.
One of each.
Please.
Okay. There you go.
Yummy.
They smell delicious. They really do.
Excellent. And then just pass me, let me just plate up some of this as well.
Are we allowed to tuck in the meantime?
You can tuck in. That's absolutely fine.
Wow. It's so juicy, it all just juiced out everywhere. It's really nice.
Is it really good?
Very, very nice.
Genuinely good?
Very, very delicious.
Excellent.
And you know what we said about the fish being delicate? It's really, we can really taste the cod.
Do you know,
Yeah.
it's really worth
It's not overspiced at
always
all.
going for fresh fish. It just makes it happen. So while my guests are enjoying their food, I'm going to get ready for the all-important head-to-head roti challenge. So this is that part of the show where I get to sit down and watch my guests do all the hard work. How bad can that be? Right, so are you two ready? The
Yep.
roti challenge?
I'm ready.
Let me take that glass from your hand. You're not going to be able
I'm
to make much
confident.
roti. You're confident,
He's not
are you?
confident than I
Yeah.
am.
That's great. So you've got your dough here. The dough needs to be put on some flour, rolled out as round as possible, then put on your hot skillets
Right.
and cooked. And the first one to do that is the
It's a race,
How
is
big?
it?
Wait,
It
how
is a
big
race.
do they need to be?
They need to be-
How? And when do we know? When do we know
Listen,
when to stop
it's a race.
rolling?
I'm starting.
Okay, right.
Ask as many questions. How much flour?
Typical woman, too many
Put all
questions.
the flour on.
Do you know, I'm
There
not
we go.
helping you out anymore. I'm just going to sit and watch. Okay,
She
guys,
started
come
doing,
on.
she did that.
Have you ever heard of the saying blind leading the blind?
Yeah,
That is
I've got the-
exactly what's
now,
going on
I
here.
think,
See,
I
this is the
think,
thing about politicians.
I think the key.
Blind leading the
Yeah.
blind. There you are.
I think the key is getting this nice and round to start with.
Okay, you're
then-
procrastinating
Okay,
now.
hold on,
Just
now,
get on
hold
with it now. Get it onto that
Okay, right.
hot skillet. Come on, guys.
Okay.
Right.
Oh, she's going too fast here. Hold on. All right.
She is. She's
It has to be round.
How big does it need to be?
Oh no, mine's
I mean,
not.
when do I
mine's-
stop
Do you
rolling?
know, I'm
Not
proud of
round
the fact
at all.
that it's round. I'm proud of the fact that it's round. Well, how thick do you usually like your rotis? We all know the consistency and the thickness.
Ah,
dear,
you're judging
mine's
us on all
just-
of that.
Keep
My
going,
roti's
keep
like
going.
sliding down. I'm not sure if that's a good thing.
Come on,
Mine's
guys.
not round
Keep
at
them
all.
round,
Mine's
keep them round,
actually
keep them
triangular
round.
at the moment.
In this kitchen, they have to be round. Start putting it on now. We need to start putting
Okay,
them on.
I can't. I'm trying to get it round. It's not round at all. What's
This is-
all that
it's
flippy
oval.
flappy stuff?
It was all right till you picked it up.
Should I roll it out?
No, put it on. Let's start cooking it.
Okay, hold on. All right, are we ready?
I'm tempted to show some sisterhood and help you. but
Please,
I'm gonna, no,
come on.
You know what?
Oh no, it's falling apart. Oh no. Okay, hold on. Wait. We can't take that long. Don't worry. Yours doesn't look very
I have a
round to
feeling we
me.
have a winner already.
Hold on.
It might not be the
Can I have
roundest
my glass
one.
back?
Hold on. Oh no, this is really not working.
Rabia, while we're waiting, and it will be a long wait,
Whenever
Yeah,
you're
it's
ready.
coming, it's coming, it's
do you know,
coming.
Rabia, I wouldn't pay too much attention to his because yours might just be beginning.
I didn't know you had to turn them too.
you.
There we
Love
go.
it. That is a country I can
There we go.
identify.
We've got it on there.
You know, if you just put a couple of tomatoes on and a few things, you have like a nice smiley face.
Hold on, why is it stuck?
Not a pancake.
I know about pancakes.
I would
Why
just
is
leave it for a while.
But isn't it going to stick? If I leave it. Yours is looking quite
Stick to
good, actually.
something
It's not
eventually.
round, but it's looking quite good.
I think yours just might be.
Ready?
No.
Ready?
Yeah. I can't help you out anymore. That's it. That's it. That's it. Right, okay, you might as well just put yours on there now.
Okay, no.
It's not going to.
I think it's going to suddenly morph into a perfectly round
Roti.
roti here.
Do you know what? Actually, that is the
That's
shape
like a
of the
naan,
naans, isn't
right?
it? That is the
That's
shape
a
of the
naan,
naan,
still
yes.
a bread, still a type
And
of
it's cooked.
roti.
And it's cooked.
I need a knife.
Oh god, now she's gonna start choking.
Do you know what? It tastes good. It tastes good. So I think we have a winner. I think we do have a winner. Rabia.
Oh, hold on, you're not allowed to look here.
This. This I need to see.
Right.
Fair competition.
Turn off your cookers.
Trim some of the edges off here.
That's it. And the other one as well, anti-clockwise. Okay, we have winners here. Rabia in first place.
Hold on.
The winner with her roti, which tastes great as well. Well done. Well done.
Okay, I've given up.
You've done us proud, girl.
I've given up. I was trying to cut it into a perfectly round roti, but I only ended up
Raheem,
with
you
that
should've-
much.
You should have given up actually while you were rolling it out.
There you go. Well, at least,
But you know what?
done.
You tried.
at
and
least,
that's
at least tell me it
amazing.
tastes good.
I don't. It tastes good.
Does it?
tastes good.
Good.
I'm
There you
pleased
go.
with you both. Thank you so much, both
And
of
he
you, for
didn't
coming
give
on.
up.
Have you had a good time?
Brilliant.
Brilliant.
Excellent.
Good food and good fun.
Excellent. Thank you so much for appearing. I really appreciate it. Join us next week on For the Love of Food. Until then, Assalamu alaikum.
Here at Yafa, we take pride in bringing you fine Palestinian produce of the highest quality, all sourced from pure Palestinian farms. Yafa proudly sponsors For the Love of Food, only on Islam Channel. Visit yafa.co.uk for our full range.